Hi guys, happy Monday. Welcome back to another episode of Soulful Living with Megs. As always, it is so great to have you here back for a moment of connection with me. Okay, so obviously guys, I'm not alone here today. I've been so excited to record this episode. I've been teasing it for a couple weeks now, I believe. But I have my two best friends sitting across from me right now. I have Natalie. I don't know why.
Natalie.
Okay, that? I never call her Natalie. Clearly, I'm nervous that I have both of my best friends here. But I have Nat and Laura with me.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
And we are just so excited to sit and chit-chat and connect with you all. And guys, thanks, first of all, Nat and Laura, for taking the time to schedule this with me with our busy Christmas week. Of course, anytime. I feel as though, I mean, Nat, you're familiar with this. You were here however long ago, back in October. Mm-hmm. So the Pod Squad, I've just decided that today is the Pod Squad, that they know who you are, but they don't know who you are, Laura.
Yes.
So fun. Obviously, guys, I've clearly spoken about my best friends. Almost every single episode, I pretty much reference you. Clearly, I'm obsessed.
Thank you.
But we finally found the time. I'm home for Christmas, home for the holidays, and we're going to get into some nitty-gritty friendship stuff. I don't know what we're going to talk about today, but this is a chill vibe, you know? How are you guys feeling?
Well, we have the fireplace going behind Meg here. It's really nice and cozy.
We have all Nat's Christmas decor in her apartment.
Mm-hmm. So we're feeling good. We're going to dive into some friendship things, but more specifically long distance best friends, because that's what we're going through, sadly. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about how to make it work and to prove that long distance friendships last.
Yeah, that's definitely what we're going to talk about today. And I guess for starters, how long have we actually been friends as a group for? It's been...
So I came into the group like grade 11, which would have been 10 years, basically
10 years ago. Nat and I started being friends at like end of grade 10 almost. So you were just behind us. Didn't we have sports med class together?
We
and
did.
then that's how we were connecting.
We did. That's how we connected. So I met Megan first through Megs, and then
Megan.
Who's Megan?
Anybody
Why
that
are we
calls
being
me
so
Megan,
serious?
yeah, we're so serious. I'm like staring at them from across the way, like this is an interview, and like it's fine, but I'm so nervous. Anyway,
so funny.
Yeah, so we met at sports med.
We were friends probably for like 6 months before then, or even longer than before I met Nat officially.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I just don't remember how we connected then as a group, or maybe we just started eating lunch together at my locker because that's what we did.
So at the time, the person I was dating was best friends with the person Nat was dating. Mm-hmm. So then Nat and I became friends separately from Megs and I.
Right.
And then you guys were already in the same friend group. So then I just started tagging along and I basically joined.
Okay. Okay. I remember this. That makes a lot of sense. So we had like our separate kind of groups and then we came together as a collective. Also, isn't it kind of funny? Maybe this is tea, but your previous boyfriend, didn't he ask me out to like grade 10 Christmas dance or something like that? And I said no. Like I turned him down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Snowball dance.
It was
He asked me. I said no, I wasn't interested. He got butthurt, but then now like we had to hang out because he was dating you. Like,
right.
That's weird.
That's tea.
That's tea.
But this goes to show that friendships will always triumph over anything else. Like
over those boys.
You have no chance of breaking us apart.
No matter how hard you try. No, that's Seriously. Funny. Okay. And then throughout high school we just spent every single lunch together. I don't know if we had class all together at all.
We did.
Which one did we have?
Mr.
Was it
Hayden's
English? Okay, of course it was.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Mr. Hayden's English in grade 11.
Yes, that was grade 11. That was our only shared class, aside from sports med, but like the three of us, for sure.
And I really started joining the group in grade 12. So
Oh, okay.
I think I was in it, but I wasn't as close to you guys. Okay. And then grade 12, I had a class with Nat, and then I don't think we did.
Yeah. I don't think we did in grade 12. after that, but we
were already friends.
We were already friends, so we were
great
connected.
friends, so.
Yeah.
And then just from there, we constantly hung out at Laura's. That was the place to be in your basement. It was so fun. And just
it's a nice basement.
It's a nice basement. It's cozy. There was a bar there, so your brother would make us drinks, and we'd just party like no tomorrow there. Your dad would drop us off at the club.
So fun.
Yep.
Your brother would join us sometimes. Sometimes he wouldn't. There have been many, I feel like, events together where
They were so fun.
they were so fun.
We had
Sometimes embarrassing for me.
Why?
Well, you
Not
know,
embarrassing.
my like various boys that would come through. You guys, do you remember the one? My mom's gonna listen to this. Do you remember the one where I think he was Cammy's friend?
Yes.
Wait.
Was his name Victor?
No, not
Oh,
Victor.
was it-
We love Victor.
No,
We
we
love
love
Victor.
Victor.
It was another.
It was an older
another
guy. He wasn't that old, but he looked
were we
old.
at Tropical?
Yes.
Yes.
I remember. I remember.
Oh my god.
He was like in his 30s, wasn't he?
Okay, no, I don't think he
No,
was that
or
old. He
late
just
20s.
looked older.
Late
He was
20s.
like your
Late 20s.
brother's age.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember his name.
But it's funny because we turned 18 together. So first,
Yes.
because Meg's birthday was first, we had to like, you went out, you did your thing, we weren't there. And then
Right.
Nat,
And then I
you
turned
guys went
18.
out and I wasn't there.
You were the last one to join.
And then I was
few
the
weeks
last
after.
baby.
You weren't far along
No.
behind, yeah.
So, and then we all got to experience turning 18 together, going out together. We were
Oh
still
my
in school. We were still in
gosh.
grade 12 when we did, which was
Yep.
funny because
That
we'd go to
was.
the club on the Friday
Or Saturday.
and then
Come
be
to
back
school
at
Monday.
on Monday.
Great.
But hey, we did really good in school though.
Oh, we
All
still,
the
yeah,
three of us.
we performed very
We
well.
did so good, and we still partied it up at Knoxville.
We did.
And Commonwealth.
Love that. Yeah, Commonwealth we went to a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was kind of the
It was
main
the
one we
place
went to.
be.
And you know what? We got the wristbands at grad. We were one of the
We
few
got the
people that got
wristbands.
to drink.
The real wristbands, because some people got wristbands even though they weren't 18.
Grad night was insane. Do you remember that?
I really remember.
Drama.
There was drama on every end. There was actually
There was drama for
you,
the three of us.
Nat, you were going through something of your own. You were having drama through,
Yeah.
I think, your relationship at the time as well. And then I was having separate drama through other people. I didn't even know I was causing.
I had drama because I was there with my boyfriend and my ex-boyfriend was there.
Oh, that was
And it was not
brilliant.
good.
Yep. And then you were
I
having
had
drama.
because I was there with my boyfriend,
Yeah,
and there was beef between
residual. Mhm.
other people
Guys,
that were
uh-huh.
there. That
Good
was
times.
traumatic.
I was having drama because I didn't know I was I didn't know I was crossing a boundary.
You were the other
with-
woman.
But I
At grad
but
night.
I wasn't. I'm so sorry for the people that had to witness that. And then we were witnessing some crazy behavior on the dance floor. I'm not sure what was going
Yes,
on.
you're right.
Someone got asked to leave. I think he got kicked out. I don't.
Because
Uh,
didn't he pull down his pants?
Yeah, for sure.
At grad night?
Yep.
Yes, he
And
did.
then Maddie, our good friend Maddie, too, like, she was probably so embarrassed to be around. I don't know. I was hanging out with her and then her boyfriend at the time. And then it was just like weird.
There was a lot of drama.
There was a lot of drama that didn't need
but
to
hey, at
be.
least we got wristbands.
We got the wristbands.
And we were able to buy $10 drinks at the bar.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked that they rented out the space
The space
for
was pretty
just
nice.
us.
yeah.
But then, okay, we also, didn't we stop at Cowboys first because we were in a limo? And then Scarpese and a few of the other teachers were going out that night. Was that grad night? Oh, no, it was graduation day. So remember we had the ceremony at whatever theater, the Jubilee. And I'm pretty sure we went out after that because I
Probably.
remember being in a limo with you guys. I was wearing a gray, like, tight dress, the one from Aritzia, the bodycon one that everybody
Yes.
owned. And then I swear we stopped at Cowboys. And then like the teachers that were older, but that we thought were so much older,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
weren't, you know, they're
It's
probably
kind
our
of
age
ringing a
now.
bell. And, like, that
They
was, like,
went
almost 10 years
they
ago.
went to gamble or something while we went somewhere
Well,
else.
we graduated.
It might have been that or I just don't remember.
Maybe grad night.
I feel
we
like-
would have had the limo.
I feel like it was grad night.
Yeah.
I don't know. Crazy time.
Crazy time.
We've
but
been
good
through a
time.
lot together. And now we're experiencing this is our 4th year of long distance friendships.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Which is the main topic of today. We wanted to, as Nat said earlier, talk about the importance of like maintaining long distance friendships, how difficult it can be, but how rewarding at the same time it is. and just some tips and tricks of like how to stay connected with one another if you are in a similar experience to us and kind of going through a long distance friendship with one of your best friends, if not more people in your life, and some of the ways in which we still maintain a friendship after 10 years. And it's so strong, you know?
100%.
Yeah.
I think when you're going into a long distance friendship, having a strong foundation is really important beforehand. So the fact that we were able to be friends since grade 11, or you guys even before that, we really got to know each other, and we knew it was something that we wanted to actually spend time on and dedicate time on, right? Because you all have to be all in order for it to work.
Totally agree.
And sometimes you'll give 30%, the other person will give 70, or you'll do 50-50. It will fluctuate.
Yeah, it ebbs and flows like I think it naturally would even if we were in the same city. But it's nice that if there are days where I'm feeling overwhelmed and I don't reach out as much, or I'm feeling antisocial, things like that for whatever reason, that you guys are there to kind of pick up those pieces, and vice versa when you guys are busy working or just like life is in the way and is stressful, that like we're there, we're not going anywhere, we're good. This will always remain. And then when we do come together in these moments where we spend holidays together, or the once a year that you guys fly out, like we've done a very good job at maintaining that connection, that when we come together, it is so special. And just know, like, I feel like I'm at home with my people. Like, I just know.
Honestly, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah. It's interesting because we obviously have beautiful friendships outside the three of us that we have maintained with other people. And I love that there are moments where I can connect with my other friends and everyone in my life that I feel like I've cultivated up to this point of almost being 27 serve just different purposes, but then also remind me that like each of you provides something to make me feel super whole. But then like you guys, every time we come back to each other, if it's been so long, it's just so stable and such a sure thing. And then like, yeah, if I'm slacking a bit in like reaching out, I don't feel as though the friendship is fading. I never feel with you guys that I'm missing out even when I'm physically not there. And that can be a difficult thing, I feel like, in friendships sometimes, of like FOMO. And definitely I wouldn't say I have FOMO, but I have grief when you guys are hanging out and connecting and I just can't be there for whatever reason because of the physical distance. But you guys also do a fantastic job of like reminding me, we wish you were here. Or when Nat comes out solo to visit, we text you, Laura, we wish you were here. When you're out here with your family, when you do come to Van and like you and I connect, it's like, we wish you were here. Like we always wish, like we're so inclusive of each other when one of us isn't around. And we're great.
Very good about not excluding anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is key to this whole thing, I feel.
That's how you maintain long distance, is you make sure you don't leave anyone out.
Especially when it's like a trio, because usually I find people find trios a lot harder because it's three people. One of them might be a little bit more distant at any given time. But I think we just balance each other out really well. Like I've always been the one that's more of the listener, the quiet person. Like if you guys are ever, I don't know, having some sort of discussion or something, like I'm the middle ground and I listen in. Or
you are such a middle ground, but you're such a constant, Laura. Like you, I think, bring in, because Nat and I are very like loud naturally together and as individuals, just because our personalities are slightly more outgoing in that sense. Not that you're not outgoing, but you're so soft spoken and like dainty. Literally, like when we think about you, even so Nat and Laura picked me up from the airport this past week that you're listening to this episode. Of course, my BFFs picked me up. I just love that.
Why wouldn't we?
But we went to Ginya with one of Nat's really good friends, Phoebe, and she was so cutie pie. I love that we actually like got to meet and connect, and it was just so wholesome as like a girly squad. But when you were walking to the Uber, we're every time we see you walk away, we're like, she's so cute.
Literally.
She's a little angel.
The
She's
three of
so
us.
dainty because you're so just like cute and tiny.
Yeah.
You're too precious.
You're so precious, but like you bring such a calm state to the trio. I just always feel calm and grounded with you.
Right.
I always feel calm and grounded with you, Nat, too. But like
Yeah.
you are a very middle ground between us when we're like, because obviously sometimes I can be like cuckoo a little. I walked into the house and I had a matcha earlier and then a coffee, so I was a little bit wired. And I'm like, Nat, feed me now. And she's like making food for me. And then Laura's just like so like quiet, like, and I'm like freaking out, you know. But you just provide such a stability there.
Yeah.
And then Nat, you're like so reliable in many different areas.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
But you're so reliable. Like I just know I can just call you. You'll drop everything and come pick me up. Or like you're just like such a, I guess, another
I'm
stable
here.
part of the, you're there. You're always that constant there. And then, you know,
I also have a car, so that helps.
I mean, it's helpful. Yes, I do not. Not here or in Vancouver. I can't provide much there either. But it's, yeah, you're just a very reliable person when it comes to that. We're all responsible, but you're also super responsible when it comes to so many things in that regard. So I love that we can provide different things for each other, but we're such a constant. And even with the thing with your trio that you were mentioning, Laura, earlier, I agree with you. I feel like someone at times can always feel excluded, but I do feel as like on the sidewalk. The sidewalk's not made for 3 people. So it's like naturally when you're in a group of 3, there's usually 2 and then one behind or one in front. But I never feel like that with you. Not that we
No.
walk on sidewalks like that.
Yeah.
But you know, when we walk on sidewalks, I can't have you guys behind me. So I always put you guys in the front so I can see that you're both safe.
Nat is the tallest one. Nat's the
I'm
tallest.
also the tallest one, and I would hate to have the 2 shortest people behind me because that would feel exclusive.
But like, I don't think you feel excluded when we're in that scenario of like
Definitely
for a small
not.
heart. Like I feel like we're still turning around, we're yapping
Definitely
away.
not.
There's just not that weird tension there at
No.
all. And even when like you guys connect and have your conversations, like I don't feel left out or like, you know what I mean? Like it's like we're gonna catch up, or like we go months without talking and then we talk and I literally feel nothing but love and connection because I'm like, oh, I can't wait to tell you this. We just didn't have time to like really sit and connect or text every single day of our lives.
And I think it's important to like let each other know what is going on. Because if I'm MIA for 2 months, then you should at least know why I am. And I find we always do those check-ins or those little updates, like a monthly update
we do.
or anything like that.
We do.
And in terms of the trio, I absolutely agree. I think we all balance each other out. And Nat, you're always that person that will always be honest.
You will
be
yes,
honest.
You actually are.
and
That's amazing.
You will always think of us first, and our best interests will always be at heart.
Yes. Like I feel like anytime you are addressing something with us, it is always for the benefit of like us because that's how much you care.
It's for the benefit of the 3 of us.
Yeah.
And our friendship.
Yeah. You do always think about that. You are very centered
Because I always
when it
want
comes
to
to that.
improve. I always want to improve us and myself.
Yeah.
So you have to be honest. And plus, if you're not honest with your friends, they're not really your friends. Or if you can't be honest with them.
No. And you are definitely, I feel like out of the 3 of us, and I'm mainly speaking for me, but you are better at confrontation than I would say we are. Because Laura and I like to be very kumbaya
We're
all the time.
people. We don't want confrontation.
We don't
And
like
not that you
conflict.
either,
not that you enjoy it either, but you're not afraid to be like, hey, there's something wrong. Let's sit down and address it. Not that this happens in our friendship often, but you are not afraid, as Laura said, to be honest for us to then work through something, because it may be harder for Laura and I to actually bring up, this is how we're feeling because of this. Let's talk about it. Or you're not as present. Let's figure out why. Or even the time before we became long distance, when you guys were going to school together and I was at U of C and you were at MRU together, like there was moments of disconnect. I was also going through, a difficult time trying to navigate being with somebody who wasn't really serving me at all either. So like a lot of energy went into that, and like other people as well, that like I was probably neglecting the friendship. But Nat, you weren't afraid to be like, hey, this is how you're making me feel right now. Let's sit down and talk about it. How can we enhance and grow this friendship so it actually is maintained in the long run. So
Because if I didn't care, I wouldn't have said anything.
no, it probably would have fizzled out. And like how Tinks always says that like friendship ebbs and flows. And like we're also entering, as she would say, a very like splinter era where I can't believe we're approaching our late 20s is what we're going to say now.
I also can't believe
Wild.
that.
What is happening?
You're turning 27 literally in 2 weeks.
We're celebrating my birthday while I'm here. So we're doing it early as we do every year. It's nice that you guys always make time to do that as well as Christmas. But crazy that that's a thing. And I have to say I'm 27.
We were 16.
Wow.
And now you're turning 27.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. We still haven't gone to Vegas together. Let's do that when we're 30.
30
We also haven't done Disneyland.
Also,
we talked about
we're
that
supposed to do that.
We've been talking about that. But
7 years ago.
We
can
also
go-
never went on a trip, the three of us together,
Never.
actually. And we were supposed to. Laura was supposed
that
to come
just
with
proves
us.
that
when-
we're best friends.
We also don't take a ton of pictures together.
No.
So this is how we're friends.
We have that one picture that we recreate every single
We're doing it.
Christmas.
Since 2020, we've
from
done
my
it.
basement bathroom.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to do that again.
We are going to do
But
that again when we get together.
But we're
tomorrow.
going to go to Vegas for my 30th because
Yes.
it's going to be my champagne birthday.
Oh,
30 on
we
the
do
30th.
have to do that. See,
So-
my champagne birthday was circin.
That's going to be in 2029. I'm going to be 30?
Yeah.
Or 20.
No,
yeah.
yep.
2029.
Mark your calendars.
So let's
Mark
say
your
that right now.
calendars.
It is penned in, not penciled. We're going to Vegas for your 30th, and we will
100%.
celebrate like all of our birthdays. Obviously, mainly yours, but it is a time to come together to celebrate ours, and then eventually we'll end up at Disneyland one day for sure, and maybe
Yeah.
Mexico too,
Yeah.
somewhere.
We have a lot of plans. Anyways.
Let's actually discuss maintaining how we actually stay connected through our long distance friendship, and you know some good tricks and what works
Yeah.
for us, what maybe doesn't work for us. Not that I don't think a ton doesn't. I would say the distance doesn't work for us. That's
The distance,
main
we are not
difficulty.
thrilled about that.
But I would say, do a really good job of maintaining our connections even without talking 24/7. And like you said, Laura, we do check in when we are going through periods of a few months without talking. It's like, this is what's going on. But we FaceTime, I would say, a decent amount of time. We have our group chat, Big Booty Squad.
Yes.
That
Big
was-
Booty Squad.
That will always remain Big Booty Squad.
For anyone who doesn't know what that is, that's the name of our group chat. I think that was created in grade 11.
Probably.
Because
Grade 11, grade 12, yeah.
we all have big booties. So we had to name our group chat Big Booty Squad. And it hasn't changed since.
No. It's been like that on Snapchat, and then we brought it
Yes.
to iMessage, and we actually
On
like...
Snapchat, it's different.
No, I think it's Big Booty Squad.
It's Gang Gang.
Oh, you're so right.
Yeah.
Gang Gang, okay, Gang Gang was first on Snap.
Gang, yeah.
And then Big Booty Squad was always text message, but it's Big Booty Squad on Instagram. That was a lot of BBS.
BBS.
BBS. Yeah, so we FaceTime often, I would say. Well, maybe not often, but a decent amount of time for the fact that we each live 3 different lives. We have our own work-life balance, balancing relationships, balancing our families and everything like that, but we still have time to connect over FaceTime, which is always great. What else do we do, guys?
Regarding FaceTime,
Oh.
and birthday specifically,
Mm-hmm.
we've had this tradition of doing birthday gifts together
Mm-hmm.
for the longest time. So now that Megs is obviously not with us in the same city, we do a combined birthday present. Obviously, this case, you're here, so
Yeah.
we do it early.
Yeah.
But for example, for Nat's birthday, Megs and I will always plan it ahead of time,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll do a shared gift together, get her something really amazing, or we'll do smaller
Mm-hmm.
little things. And then Nat and I will do dinner, and then we'll FaceTime Megs
Yeah.
during dinner or before dinner.
Yeah, just
we'll
a
FaceTime
moment.
Megs when Nat is opening her presents.
Yeah.
Like, we'll always make sure that you're present via FaceTime or through pictures and anything else that we do.
Yeah, I think that that's a really important thing, and something that is such a small detail that maybe not a ton of people talk about, but it's just to make us feel like we're included, of like,
Like
hey,
you're there.
you are there always. And even when we can't physically FaceTime, it's like, you guys make a great effort to text and say like, you are here with us. And yeah, you do the brunt of the work, like when it comes to your guys' birthdays and we connect. Like obviously I can't do much of going out to buy the things, but like I'm still very much involved from like start to finish of like this is collectively from us for you guys, or like yeah, it's, and even like we were talking about this earlier before we started recording, but when you graduated, Laura, like Nat was obviously present during the ceremony, and something that I would have loved to have been there for. I would love to be a part of many moments of your guys' lives, but it's so hard to obviously take the time off, and you're so understanding of that. But like knowing that even though I wasn't there, like you were still sending photos of that day there. And then like I have a photo of you two from your graduation day up on my wall. So I'm like, this was a very monumental day for you, Laura. And like, I want to celebrate that and just know that I was there in spirit, and I can like look at that photo when I walk into my house and think, oh my gosh, like these are my best friends.
And I think we never fail to make each other feel special, even when we are far away.
I agree.
Yeah.
So like that ties back to what we just talked about, birthday gifts and Christmas gifts. And like sometimes even like I would send a package to Meg's house in Vancouver or vice versa. Or yeah, like I mean obviously when you are in a long distance friendship, you have to find other creative ways to stay connected.
Yeah.
So gift giving is one of those ways. I think another thing that has worked for us is sometimes we like to do like challenges together.
Ooh, yeah,
we can talk
do.
about that. Even though we're not together all the time, we make, how do I say this? Like we
create time for a moment of connection in that way of like, this is something that we're doing together. It's like shared
at the same time that we can, it's kind of like a book club thing where people do book clubs and they read the same book and then they get together to discuss.
Yeah.
We kind of have done like health challenges where we did like a soft 30 challenge for a month a few years ago. And we basically made a shared note where we could like kind of check in and see each other's progress, and then we discussed at the end of the month. So that was a way for us to connect even though we're not in the same city.
Yeah.
Which I think was really helpful.
Oh, I think so too. Like not only for the accountability aspect of it, that like I have
helped a lot.
Partners that are doing this with me, so I'm not alone in like the struggles that I may be facing, but also just to connect to say, how are you guys feeling through this? How have you been doing with this challenge? Or like what things have you noticed? Like just such a way to like open up a conversation versus sending each other reels, which I love to do. I love to send the reels to you guys of this is how I feel, but it's such a different world than just being like, yeah, do you want to talk about so-and-so? Or like, did you hear this about this? Or like, how's work going? Like, this is a way to like open up another conversation, to have a different dialogue, to like connect on another level that is beneficial for our health. But I think it's like, I love that we can connect intellectually in that sense too, and find that creative way to stay connected while doing separate things.
You have to be creative for anything to work in a long distance thing.
And I found the challenges really helped with check-ins, because a lot of times you could say, oh, I'm so busy at work, or I'm so busy with family, I'm overwhelmed. But because we were checking in every single day, basically, or we would send pictures of what we were doing, or if we went to the gym or whatever it was. And I know I struggled a little bit because I was so busy with work. So for me, it was like, hey, I'm overwhelmed right now, or I feel burnt out, but I did this for myself today. I still read for half an hour. I went to the gym for half an hour, and then you both knew where I was at,
and it was like not a time to, because I feel like with the fitness challenges in and of itself, it's like if you fail at like even doing one thing, you have to start the challenge all over again. But like that also isn't super beneficial to our mental well-being in that sense. So like in the moments where we were struggling separately with different things, and you're checking in to say, hey, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm doing a ton of work right now, but I was still able to do this. Like I think celebrating those small wins were huge for us to like keep going. Like we were like, if that's all you can pour into your cup right now, that's enough. Like you are giving your 100% at that time, because that's all the amounts that you can put in, and that's more than enough. And we weren't being like, oh, well, that's the challenge, you have to do this or start over. Like, no, I think we were celebrating every little space that we like were moving forward together. We were still making a difference.
Yeah, I think that the health workout challenge or whatever it was that we kind of created to stay connected, it helped with communication because it forced us to check in. And it also, even if we didn't check in, we were still able to see on our shared note the progress that each person made. And then the other thing that it helped was it kind of showed how much we can support each other from far away because, like Laura said, your small wins, we celebrated your small wins and you celebrated our small wins. So it was good for like it was good for showing support for each other and also communication because communication is very important when you're
Yeah,
doing
in
long
any type
distance.
of like relationship you're in, you need to
Mhm.
have clear communication in order to understand, like, okay, this is what's going on, this is how I'm feeling, how can I support us in our friendship? And I think we do most of the time a very good job of staying connected in that way. And like you guys also do an amazing job of like at least once a year I see you guys come out to Vancouver, so it's nice that it's not just me coming home for the holidays, but you make time to come out. And that's so fun because then you can see my life over there and kind of experience different things because yes, there are so many new things about Calgary that I don't really know much about anymore. Like the new restaurants we're about to try when we celebrate my birthday. I can't wait for that. But it's also nice for you to step into a little vacation mode and like come see where I'm living and like what we can do there and like doing creative ways to connect there. And it's nice that you guys do that and
Yes.
like you're both coming out in May this in the next year, which is going to be so fun.
Mhm.
So
We're going to see Mel
excited.
Robbins, her Let Them tour. So that'll be really exciting. 4 girls in one roof because my mom's coming with us too. She loves Mel Robbins.
It will be
I think
life
it
changing
will.
for us, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to amplify all of the feelings that we already have about each other too, but then also create such insightful feelings. And I was saying this in a previous episode that I love that I have friends like you guys who allow me to pick apart like parts of my brain that like actually make me think and reflect and have an opinion on something versus like having surface level friends. Like you guys are nowhere near that. Obviously,
Mhm.
10 years of friendship, I would hope it's not surface level. But
Yeah. But you make us feel
yeah,
this
like
exact
it's
same
nice
way.
that we can sit and connect on such a deep level and then also be funny goofy like we were last Christmas of like singing songs at 12 a.m.
Last Christmas.
Yeah.
Again.
We're just like it's so fun that we can do that. And I had a train of thought with this too. Oh, and I also really enjoy the way that we speak about each other when we're not
Me
around, but then
too.
also to each other.
That's
And
super
we touched on
important.
this in our episode, Nat, of like how respectful we actually are of one another, but the way that I describe you to other people, I mean, I believe I'm respectful to all of my friends. I love all of the people in my close circle, obviously.
You are.
But the way we do describe each other is very unmatched to a lot of friendships that we've maybe had in the past. And obviously, that comes with growing up and learning from past
Mhm.
experiences and everything like that. But it's so refreshing to know that, like, I know that you guys have me 100%. I'm not worried if I mess up what you guys are going to think and talk about me behind your back. Like I don't think
Right.
that ever happens because again with Nat and all of us like being able to be so open with communication, we're just honest with one another and we can sit down
Mhm.
and have an adult conversation about anything we need.
Absolutely. And I think it's rare to find high school or
Mhm.
school friends that are still together 10 years later, right? And I think we all grew out differently, but we all still shared many things in common. For example, the way our mindset, our positive mindset, our even just our reading, and that we read the same books, and that it's always
Okay, well, Laura and I read similar books.
we read The House.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
You're right.
And
Yeah,
now
and you know what,
You're right,
Nat?
you're right.
You tried Actar. You tried.
You tried Actar.
And Laura and I can connect on that. We can connect on The Housemaid.
Yes.
Nat and I can connect on like another spooky, scary book. We also all connect on self-help books. I think our
Yes.
mindset, as you're saying, which is where I think you're leading into it, of we have a similar drive and motivation that we just continue to push one another forward, and we are on the same wavelength of like, we want better for our lives, so what can we do to add to it? And it just creates such a wholesome friendship.
Yes, and I think we've seen each other kind of at
Oh,
our
yeah.
lowest points.
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Yes, we have.
And we've really boosted each other
Yeah.
up during that time. And I think we've all always shared that we want to prioritize ourselves, our mental health, our well-being, and that's something that will always closely tie us together.
I think that is a very strong bond that we hold that won't ever shift. And then, you know, even as you were saying, of a lot of friendships don't survive high school or post-secondary, which is super normal, by the way, you guys. Like, there are a lot of, when you're coming into adulthood, like, you are in a completely different world than another person versus high school. You saw each other every day. Like, obviously it's bound to shift. And then the older you get and you create families and all of these things, like, it becomes harder. But I think because we've surpassed so many years, we just know the amount of energy that like we are willing to put into this to maintain it. And like, we will just see it through, I think, till the end of our lives. Like, you guys will be at my wedding, maid of honors together, like planning many things.
Oh,
Yes.
can you do
You
double
will.
maid
Like,
of
you
honor?
both are doing it.
can.
You
You
are
have
doing
to.
as if I'm getting
Okay.
married. We're talking as if like I'm the one in the relationship. No. Obviously, I'm not the first one to get married here. It's not gonna be me. Well,
You never
it's not
know.
gonna be me. We think it's you, Laura. We think you're
Oh my god.
Juliana will never listen to this.
Okay, you
No, I
guys said
will.
that you thought that I was gonna be married.
Okay, but that's because we were
2021.
Well, we
young.
thought she
Okay,
was getting married
Nat
years
did.
ago, like
Nat
we said on the
thought. I'm not
pod.
sure how we thought about that.
No,
you guys both thought that that was
and
why
then
I
we
was
were
calling
both
you
like,
to.
What do we say to her? How do we
that-
react?
You were still gonna be there for me though. But like, you think I would text your parents to and coordinate with your brother? Like, hey, I'm throwing an engagement party in your backyard, by the way, because it's like we always hang out at your house. But yeah, it's actually to celebrate me. And I'm gonna get married. Anyway,
Anyways.
but
I think what you were saying is like we have made it very clear that the three of us care the same amount about this friendship for us to keep putting in the effort.
long term,
Like,
no,
it's not going to end. There's nothing that can
Yeah.
get in between us. What you were saying earlier about high school friendships surviving, you said it's very normal. And I wanted to add to that it's also very
Oh, it's
okay.
so okay.
It's so okay to outgrow people. There's nothing wrong with it. People change. Like, the three of us have changed drastically since high school.
I hope so.
And yeah, we didn't peak.
Oh,
in
thank
high
God we didn't peak. It's only up from here.
But what I'm trying to say is the three of us have gotten through the hardest part of our life, which is your early 20s.
It's still
It's where
hard.
you change the most. You change the most from 18 to 25. And I would say we've all
Yeah.
changed a lot. But we've gotten through that, and we have all shown each other that we care enough to continue. And that's why
That is why we're sitting in Nat's house recording this. And
That's right.
yeah, to add on, I love that you touched on the fact that it is so okay to outgrow people, because it's a very normal thing, but it can also be extremely sad and disheartening. And like, you do go through a period of grief as well, of like losing friends that you thought would be in your life forever. And I've experienced that myself too with other friends. And it's like, not that I wouldn't love to see them and connect with them, because I feel like that is so wonderful to do and like hear about their lives. But people are sometimes in your life for only a season. They're in your life for only a few years, and like that's the point that they provide for you to like learn something and grow from. And then it's not like it's some negative thing, but it just means that you have outgrown each other, and that is a very normal human thing to go through.
Yeah. And like you were saying, people come and go. People are in your life for only a few years for whatever reason. We've also had our fair share of like people coming
even
and going.
into our group, our tripod
Into our
became
trio.
multiple people.
Our tripod.
That's the 3-point, right? Is a triangle musical instrument.
You're right.
Yep. Tripod,
Triangle,
whatever.
yeah. So we've had a few people
Yeah.
come and go, and at the end of the day, it's been the three.
Yeah,
of us.
we found some common ground to
We've-
clearly want to sustain this friendship moving forward, and we're not coming and going. And actually, the tripod thing is a great analogy because how strong is a tripod on the 3 points? It all meets to one in the end. Isn't
You're
that
so
cool?
right.
There's a point to that, even though I didn't
You're
know
so
that
smart.
when I said it.
A tripod wouldn't stand if it
Correct.
was just on two.
It can't. It has to be 3. It's beautiful. What a great thing. But also, like, aside from the fact that we do a lot to maintain our long distance friendship in a very healthy way, there are moments where it's difficult. I feel as though there are times where I'm deeply struggling. And again, this is not to say that my beautiful friends that I've created in Vancouver are any less than. Like, I love every single person that I have in my life. You guys all serve a very important purpose, and I love that I can connect. But sometimes I also deeply wish I could just come over to your house and we could debrief, because it isn't the same as over FaceTime when we're struggling with something. Like, it would be nice to just connect with you face to face, and that's a bit challenging to do at times, you know?
That's why I think being able to visit you in Vancouver has been really
Yes.
special, because I think we visited you in every single place
Yeah.
that you've lived at, except for your last one.
Oh,
I
no, you
haven't been there yet, but we've seen you through being a newcomer there to now where you're more settled in, and it's easier to understand what you go through, and pressures, whether it's work related or dance related or whatever it may be, and actually see your life there. Like, I can't imagine what you go through just by being in Calgary, so I need to be present. I feel like we're all very present in each other's lives, but being there and seeing your lifestyle is super important to know how I can support you or how we can support each other.
That's wonderful, beautifully said, Laura. I think that is a huge thing, and it's nice to know that when we do make that effort to connect and you guys come out, it's like, also, you are very present. I feel like when we're in moments together, we're very present with one another. It's not like, yeah, sure, we'll maybe have our phone time. Like, I remember last year when we didn't sleep a wink one night, and then Nat and I went to our workout class, and then Laura was like, I'm not going to do that today, which fair, like, when you needed your sleep and rest, but then like we come back and you and I are like napping on the couch, and we're like, this is our quiet time. Nat's napping in her room. We're just like on our phones to reset, recharge, but then we come together and it's like that much more, and we're very present and like there listening. It's like we're very good. I don't know. I just praise you guys for the active roles that you play in my life.
We praise you.
We always do.
And I love that you make an effort every year to come out to see me in some way, whether it's for a concert or thing or just to visit and like explore. Because then, I get to show off that side of my life. I get to say, here are my amazing friends that I've met out here. I want you to connect with them because they mean so much to me and they provide this to my life. So I think you would connect with them too when you're here, or when I'm here and I get to meet your friends. That's important for me also to see that side of you as well, because I know you in a very specific way. I know you since high school. Like, we grew up together, and we're going to continue to grow up together. But it's also extremely important for me to know the people in your lives that you've met as adults who continue to support you and provide whatever they provide for you, to just know like that side of you exists as well. And then also to not feel intimidated by that either, because I feel like that's a normal thing where if you are introducing other friends that you have, because obviously I'm not your only friend. You have other people in your life. I think some people may feel, I don't want to say a sense of like possession or jealousy, but some people may feel left out, or like, I don't feel super connected because you have these other friends, or like, I don't really know them. So it's like, I don't know that I could connect. But there are different sides of you that like have to evolve and come out. So I love that I get to know the other people in your lives, and we can all like coexist. And it's like, yeah, we're here to celebrate you if we're like doing a birthday celebration or something, or what we did the other day with connecting with your person, Nat, in your life. And like, I loved that we got to get to know Phoebe on another level, because you also speak so highly of her. And then just knowing that even last year when we were all connecting and we met your friend Laura, and then like seeing Giuliano like outside of high school, of like, this is the person in your life that you're sharing part of your life with. How can we connect, even though we were running around and didn't really have a moment to catch up that much? But it's like knowing that like, this person's important in your life, I'm important in your life, let's all like connect, and like that is our common ground. And like, how can we learn from each other?
And even
It means so much at the end of the day. Like, I want to know the people in your life. I want to know what you do that supports you on a daily basis, because it, in turn, as you were saying, Laura, like how you see the way that I live my life out in Vancouver, it helps you support me, vice versa. Like, I need to know who you're with, who you're surrounding yourself with. How can I like fit into that and like really amplify your life and just add to it instead of take away from anything? And that's on healthy friendships. I don't know that we've like
seriously.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I don't know that we've had a lot of drama. I would say the only drama that we've had is you guys seeing just remember the first year I lived in Vancouver, and I was deeply struggling, like with a lot of different things, but also the fact that I was alone out there and trying to navigate things myself, but you guys seeing the struggles. And I would say like the only difficult time is like you guys saw a different version of me, and it's like, you're struggling, how can we help you? And then me like feeling, I don't even know how I was feeling, that I was just deeply struggling. And then like my cry session in the bathroom. Laura again is a very quiet observer in these moments. You're very calm. And then Nat and I are like yelling at each other.
Laura looks at me and she's like, why did you say that? I'm like, I don't know.
I'm the one that's like
you're almost like Switzerland, but you're neither here nor there, but like you're there and grounded. But like we make it through anyway, even though if I have to like go in the bathroom and cry for a bit, it's not a big deal. Like I'm not thinking I'm losing this friendship.
No, I think it's because we had your best interest at heart. And it's hard to see any friend that, you know, you see them in one way, specifically living in a city. You were all set here in Calgary. You had your life. And then you moved out there. It's not easy for anybody to see, you know, and it's never going to be perfect. We didn't expect you to be 100% out there the first year, but it definitely was just like a little wake-up call for all of us, I think, to check in, to make sure that you're doing good. That
like
again,
how can we support
having your
one
best
another?
interest
Yeah, no, it was good. So. The only thing that we maybe lost in that moment was like hunger. Like we didn't eat a lot. That morning, I just remember we wasted. I wouldn't say we wasted time, but we had to go through that little upsie, and then we waited 2 hours to eat, and that was pretty rough. We waited literally 2 hours out in that line to get into Jam Cafe.
Because
we were supposed to go. Do you remember? We were supposed to go earlier, and
we couldn't leave the house.
We were like starving. Also, probably didn't add to the fact that we were hungry, so we're like hangry, and then
now it's
we're
coming
struggling.
Back to me.
Yeah, you remember? And then we worked through it, and we're like, okay, let's go to breakfast. I'm like, eyes welted from crying, and then we're waiting in the line for 2 hours.
But you know what? I'm glad that happened though, because without obviously giving too much detail, we left your apartment when things were not so great, and and we were literally about to get on into the elevator, and I was like, no, let's go back.
Yeah, we have to we
need to go back, otherwise we will suffer even more, and we need to get through this. And we went back, we had a nice chit chat,
we worked through it. I mean,
having hard conversations, but being respectful of each other. We will always be respectful.
Oh, always. For sure. We always are, and I love that. Even when we do have conflicts like that, it is, as you were saying, like just out of our best interest of like, how can we better this and move forward together? And yeah, it took me a bit to get my footing and my grounding and like even connecting with my family who lived out there. Like it took me 2 years to even do that because I was feeling lost. But again, as Nat was saying earlier, like you are in a very difficult time in your early 20s. You have no idea what you're doing, what's going on. I still don't know half of the time what the heck I'm doing any day of my life. So I hope that provides comfort to you that you are all not alone in that feeling, but just knowing of like where I started from when I moved out there, even when we were 18, I was so naive to many different things to where we are now, almost at 27 of, yeah, we're still trying to navigate life. Yes, I don't know a ton of things, but what I do know is that I have a group of beautiful humans like you two that will be there as my tripod no matter what, that will have the better interest of me at heart. Even collectively as a we will always try to find a way to navigate through a situation, to grow together, to move in this world together. And the fact that I am more established and settled down and I feel more at peace now is attributed to the friendship that we were able to maintain while I was there, because I feel as though if we had drifted apart for whatever reason, not that I don't think we would, that would have been the case, but there were friendships that naturally drifted because of the distance. And again, that's a normal thing. But I don't know that I would be as stable as I am today, living there, knowing that I want to stay there in some capacity without, I know it's so brutal. You guys just have to come out there. Just without you guys there, able to like see me through that and support me long distance, even though it is hard. But like, I don't think I would be as, again, stable as I am without our friendship maintaining long distance, because now I always have this point of connection with you guys. If I'm feeling, I can't even imagine if I would have felt so isolated and lost without you guys there as like a constant. If it's a very lonely city if you don't know people. And I had dance, which was a very great thing to have. I feel like dance has always been something that has brought me connection through this beautiful art form, but like to be able to connect with other humans on that level. So I don't know that I'd never struggled in that sense. Yes, I've felt lonely, of course, too, in moments. But if people move to a different city, especially one that busy and that with all the cloud coverage and gray skies and raining for 2 weeks at a time, it can be very isolating and lonely if you don't have people, even long distance, that you can reach out to, if like those naturally fade, because they do and they can. So that's all to say that you guys were so stable for me in those moments that I like very much appreciate it and value that. And it is invaluable to me that I have you both as that constant. Yep, it's far, an hour and a half plane ride, whatever, 12-hour drive, but like you're there always as like some type of tether that is always a part of me. And I grew up in that way in Vancouver also partly because of you guys. It was like we were able to maintain this, and now I feel confident that like I can succeed in anywhere because I have you guys as a constant to do that.
100%.
So cutie.
I feel the same way.
I feel like you guys do. I feel like often when I'm speaking
You're speaking
for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
speaking
we do
for
a
us
good
for
job
sure.
too of like understanding one another, that I do feel confident in saying those things of like, I feel like this is how you feel in this moment too.
And you're not
I mean,
wrong.
correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I feel like we do a great job of understanding and listening and providing input.
It's nice to know that even though you're far away, no matter what we go through here, you're always there in some way or another.
Some capacity. Yeah.
Yes, you're always top of mind.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Truly.
I brag about both of you to my coworkers, and literally
I
everybody
know.
that I know knows of you, even though they've never met you.
I know. That's what I love so
same.
much about it, is like I talk about you guys so often that everyone knows who you are without knowing.
I told Phoebe, I was like, Phoebe, you know who Megan is. Megan, you know who Phoebe is, and you guys have never met each other.
It's crazy. And it's nice, like, even I feel like this way at work a lot, just because I obviously talk about all of my friends at work to my coworkers often, but I have one coworker in particular who does listen to the pod, so hopefully she listens to this. But she's very much like a mom figure to me. I just feel like she's such a mom, and I love it. And she has a daughter about our age who lives in Victoria, and so like when she's not there, I like feel very much like, Mom, I need your help, like, and then like she's, you know, I'm her daughter in some way, but I talk about you guys so often that she asks about you, like she'll be like, are these your best friends, or like how was this, like they know like when I'm doing stuff with you guys, which is so fun, and then they'll ask about you, or like how did it go with Nat and Laura and things like that, and it's so cute. It's so cute. I love that we can do that.
Me too.
It's amazing.
I think we're just very lucky to have ran into each other when we did, but nothing is luck. Everything happens for a reason, honestly.
Everything happens for a reason. I almost didn't go to St. Mary's. I was the only... Yeah, you transferred like day before.
A week before high school started.
Yeah.
I was going to go to Crescent Heights. And then I said, no, my best
Didn't
friends
want
are
the
at
view.
Mary's for sure.
No, and like I was the only one in junior high when I guess you had to like apply or whatever. I don't even remember how it worked, to like the feeder schools from where your junior high was. And I applied to Mary's because I don't know why. I just like felt moved to go. I think a lot of my friends in junior high were going there. So I was like, yeah, I definitely want to do that. And I was the only one out of the group that didn't get accepted. And that was because my feeder school, technically where I lived, was like Forest Lawn, or it wasn't Forest Lawn, but it was Father Lacombe. That's the other one, basically Forest Lawn, whatever. And so I didn't want to be a Lacombe homie. Okay, nothing against nothing against them, but I didn't make
you
it.
wanted to
and
be
then
a saint.
I wanted to be a St. Mary's. Go Saints, go!
Bleed
I
green.
wanted to yell in the club with you, Laura and I yelling in the club. Go Saints, go! That's what I felt in my soul. But I was the only one that didn't get it, and I almost didn't go. But thankfully, it worked out.
It worked out for a reason.
And then we found each other, which was amazing. And I wouldn't change it for the world. That's for sure.
I mean, I would just change the distance part.
Okay, yeah.
But that's
for sure.
in a perfect world.
If like we could stick BC and Alberta are side by side, if we could just stick it a little bit closer, you know what I mean? Or if like I had a power, I just would like to transport anywhere that I want at like any given time.
I know.
So, or we need to do the thing that, you know, best friends sometimes do, of like, we just need to build our houses like, you know, in the same community side by side. So I'm not sure what needs to happen for like Ariel and Giuliano to like do something about that, and then whoever my future husband is, but like they need to work it out together of like, this is the piece of land we're gonna buy, it's gonna be this big, and then like we'll set our houses side by side, and
the girls need this and this and this, so
and the girls need this and this,
they will get whatever they want.
I mean, that's a given, obviously, and then we'll like be so close, you know, distance wise. So I don't know what has to happen, but the boys got to get to work or something.
And also share this episode with your friends, so someone can.
That would be helpful.
Someone can pay for, you know.
Yeah,
that would be great. Please help us out to maintain that dream. That'd be really funny. No, I love that though. I love that we have one another to connect and be a constant, and that strong tripod.
Me too.
me too. Me three.
Big booty squad forever. Yeah.
Tripod for life.
Tripod.
BBS forever. That's probably bad. I can't. I guess to close off, you guys, we should talk about something funny that, you know, high school tidbit. I don't even know.
What's funny?
Also, why did we collectively agree that we would eat lunch at my locker every day? And do you remember? Okay, I feel like you would say it, Nat, because again, you're a very honest person. But like, if I was in a mood or something, I'd be like walking to my locker. You guys are already there, and then you'd be like, Megan's in a mood, or like Megan's like not.
Because I know you. I
didn't even know
you.
I would have been mad or
I
whatever.
can just see it in your eyes.
And so you'd say it,
and then
we
she'd
just
be
sit
like,
and eat
"No,
at my lunch.
I'm fine." And I'm like,
I'm
"No,
fine,
you're
I'm
not."
fine. But why would we sit and eat at my lunch, or why would we sit and eat?
Because you were a popular girl.
No,
you were very outgoing, and everyone knew who you were. So we wanted to sit at the popular girls' locker, right?
Well,
yes.
Well, we weren't even the popular group.
You've always,
self-proclaimed.
I'll say, you've always been that bright light. Like in any friend group that we've had, or in any conversation, you always bring in a breath of fresh air. And you, to me, your aura is just, you glow. So I think naturally you attract people.
She gets aura points for that.
I have an aura ring on, so
she got paid to say that.
She's getting aura points. Aura, you should sponsor us. I'd love one.
We naturally gravitate towards
Oh,
you.
that's really
I think
nice.
that's what I'd like to think. I don't
Okay.
know. I came in at grade 11, so you guys were already sitting at your.
It was already the group. But you know what? Maybe that, yeah.
Well,
but
because yours was on the second floor and mine was on the first floor, and mine
Oh,
was
maybe that
mine
was
was
it.
by the art room, and that was lame.
I did like where my locker was for sure.
Yeah,
It was
and it was
nice.
a big hallway because mine
It was
at
a nice,
very
like,
small
wide hallway. It was like near the end, so there wasn't a ton of lockers.
Plus, it was right by all the grade 12 boys' lockers.
Was it?
Yeah,
Is that why we did
it was
that?
right around the corner.
I don't know. There's many things.
Anyways, it was fun,
Anyways.
but we've had a lot of fun times.
We've had the popo
Especially
keeping us
at the
safe
club.
at the club. We did a lot of dancing.
We did a lot of dancing and
We did a lot of singing. We did a lot of sleeping on
screaming.
the couches,
Yep.
screaming. We've done a lot of walking through downtown without a coat, which is don't do that.
Not paying.
Please don't do
$1
that.
coat check, $2
Don't
coat
pay.
check.
Yeah, relax on the coat. You know what? No. You know what I think it was the biggest thing. I didn't want to wait in the line, and then I didn't want to wait in the line at the end to get the coat. I didn't want to risk the chance of losing the ticket, as if they're not going to give you your coat back. Let's relax here, as if. But we've had a lot of fun times. Even the clubs in Vancouver, which are horrible, never again. We've had some interesting times there too, and dancing about and running around downtown with some people. So
Yeah, fun.
always a fun time when it's the three of us, which is great. And yeah, love the trio, guys.
Me too.
I love you
Trio
guys.
forever.
We love
Trio
you.
forever.
Trio forever.
I love it.
Thank you so much for having us on the pod.
No,
Yes,
thanks.
Megs.
Thanks for coming on the pod.
That was really fun
Nat and Laura.
to discuss.
It was fun to discuss, and I hope that, you know, you guys that are listening, I hope you have people in your life that you feel this way about. And if you don't, like, we want to provide support to you, and we want you to know that, like, you're never alone in this world, and that you're deeply loved and supported, and that we want you to have connections like this, because it is truly life-changing in the best way possible. And just to give you hope that, like, if you're going through long distance, or you're about to go through long distance, that it is attainable and it is sustainable if you do want to put in the work and you're willing to put in the effort, to know that, like, you have people for life. And I hope that you have people in your life that can provide that feeling to you. And if something resonated with you today, amazing. I hope you were able to take that. If nothing, then that's okay. Just let it go. But if you did resonate with it, if you feel like someone in your life that you love would feel supported listening to this, we would love if you could share it with them. Yeah, it always means a lot to me that we can connect every single week like this. And it means even more that I can bring some of the most special people in my life that I brag about often on the pod to actually be on the pod, and you can hear from them and know why I love them so much. So yeah, thanks for that, everyone. Yeah, guys, thanks for that.
That was amazing.
Amazing. Anyway, guys, we hope that your week is filled with endless opportunities of joy and love and light. Nat knows it. Every single week she hears it. And we are sending all of that incredible energy to you. So we truly hope that you feel it. And I believe you are listening to this a week after my birthday. I think I'm taking a week off just to relax after this Christmas break. But I can't wait to update you guys on our birthday dinner, our Christmas celebration. We're going to sit by the tree and open up our presents, and it's just going to be such a fun time to connect with one another. So I will update you on that and my flight home and everything like that. But anyways, guys, we will talk to you next Monday. Okay?
Bye.
Bye.